with Memphis in Minnesota. Ja Morant, another huge night.
He's special, guys. We just got to keep him healthy all season long, GA, because he plays so hard. He falls a lot, but he never gets old watching.
Tell you what, he and Desmond Bain as a backcourt are putting the league on notice.
This is no Jaren Jackson Jr. still, right?
Yeah, that's a
He
good
is
call.
practicing now 5-on-5.
Okay.
Which is good.
Okay.
No timetable just yet, but
So look,
he is.
think about that, what they're doing right now, 9-4, they don't have one of their key guys.
114-103 the final. Ja Morant, 28 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists. Here he is postgame.
Ja, how would you describe just the camaraderie and the energy of this team still at this early point of the season?
I feel like it's our identity now. You know, we all a tight-knit group. We all, love each other, be around each other 24/7. We've been putting in the work together pretty much since all season, training camp, and, we got a long season ahead, and, we put the work in. So it's just our bond, man. These are my brothers. I feel like we are share something similar, and our mindset, our heart and our chip on our shoulder, and, that make us a special group.
The effort on the glass today was impressive. What is it about the culture that you described that helps you wear down the other team with your rebounding?
Steve-O, man, he gets a lot of credit for it, and it's rubbing off on everybody else pretty much. We attack the glass. We do have, certain areas where you can't crash, you got to get back. And then on the defensive boards, we play against, a tall front court, and, rebounding is going to be important tonight, so we had to do that.
All right, since you're giving out shout-outs to different teammates, Desmond Bain, he started a little slow, but he warmed up as the game went on. What's his continued improvement meant to you on the court?
It means a lot, Another guy, who can go get you 30, can go get you, 10 assists. He can do the little things. He can hit 10 threes in a game, kill you in the mid-range, and also his finishing has gotten way better. He's a real complete player now, and, it's tough for other teams, to try to just focus in on me with, the teammates, I got around me. And, him taking this, big leap, this year, it's helping us a lot in, our win category and our points per game. And, just credit to him and his work, man. I've been saying it again. Top 2, not 2. Des Bain, an all-star, man.
All right, so towards the end of the game there, you scored on Karl Anthony Towns, and he fouled out. We saw you give a wave, and you also gave a little wave to his father and your father over there on the sidelines. How have you enjoyed seeing the rivalry of fathers there between Karl Anthony Towns' dad and yours?
Two special dudes, two guys, who ride, for their sons, love the game of basketball, and going to trash talk the whole game, no matter if, it's winning or losing. So I know they got their rivalry going on. I know it's all love, and it's kind of getting under his skin, with, us winning, the first round in the playoffs last year and then winning here tonight, it's big time. So I know my pops probably talking to him pretty much the whole game, and he probably won't hear it until, the next game. So once again, two dads, who, root for their son, the long way.
It's clearly two loving dads. Great game. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
We got to talk about the culture that they got there in Memphis right now and the chemistry, and we talk about that. And sometimes it's overplayed, overblown, but I feel in this situation, these dudes love playing for each other.
I don't know where to start because just a few years ago they had grit and grind, and that had such a great run. And you knew when you played Memphis, it was going to be a slow style. They're going to go inside out, slow pace, just grind you out. And then how they handled Marc Gasol and how they handled Mike Conley, in my opinion, the right way. You get Ja, you get Triple J, you get all these guys coming in. You get Bain, sleeper. He's developed the way he's had, and then you bring in a coach that unless you were around the NBA, a true NBA guy, you didn't know who Taylor Jenkins was. So to your question, that's why we really appreciate what Memphis is doing, because they've done it the right way, organically, through the draft, and finding the right diamonds in the rough that fit into with their culture.
All that is so true, but it all still, I think, begins and ends with Ja Morant. Just like you talked about, when you've got great chemistry and trust, that speaks volumes for your team. Because when you face adversity, you don't splinter. And that's his greatest attribute, I feel like, is his confidence and the edge that he gives his team. Because your team is always going to take on the confidence of its best player. And Ja Morant, every night he takes the floor, he feels like he's the best player on the floor. He is going to impose his will on the game. And he has just kind of raised the level of everybody there. And that's not to say that those guys haven't bought in, because that's a big, a lot of people can lead, but not everybody's willing to follow. And their group, they're all kind of comfortable in their lane. And they're fun to watch. They play hard. They get after it. And with the way Bane is playing now, he's become that guy. Like, that was the one concern I had about watching this group. As good as Ja is and as good as the team is, you still got to have a couple guys that you have to game plan against if you want to be an elite team. And Desmond Bane, it seems like, is starting to get more and more comfortable in that role. And as that happens, the team starts looking for him to be that guy more. And that's when this team, I think, if he takes this step, if he can sustain this over the course of a season, you get Triple J back, ooh, Memphis, they could be nasty.
Remember last year when Ja missed all those games? They were like, what, 10-3 or something?
11-2 or something. It was a crazy number.
So that confidence bled over when he was hurt. Now, obviously, when the playoffs get here, to his point, you got to have Ja rolling and playing well. When he got hurt, you knew they couldn't advance. And
this was a rematch of last year's playoff series. Now, Minnesota looks a lot different, obviously, with Rudy Gobert and what they've done. It's not working so far.
No.
What is going on over there?
There's no space. It's like it's all jammed up there. It's like there's no way for Ant-Man to drive. Their guards. They're saying all the right things with Cat and Gobert, but there's just no spacing right now. And the fact that you're not a consistently good three-point shooting team, there's never going to be spacing on the floor.
That's definitely an issue. I think when I look at them, this to me is the fact that D'Angelo Russell is not playing at a level that the team needs him to play at. And I don't know if this is extended from what happened with him not getting the contract extension, how that has played out. But to me, this team is only going to go as far as he goes. I really believe that. Not that he's their best player, but the way they're built, to DZ's point, like when you don't have great shooting and spacing, you've got to have dynamic playmaking. And they need him to be that. He's the guy that I think when he plays at a level we've seen him play at in the past, I think now this team becomes far more effective. He has not been that this year. If you look at his numbers across the boards, they're about as bad as he's been over the course of his career. And if he's that bad, they can't be good.
Yeah, no, 4 points, 8 assists in this game for D'Angelo Russell. Not good enough on this night. Again, Minnesota losing to Memphis.